What's up, plant people? I'm back. Sorry it took me a little while to get to you, but life, school, family, holidays, work. I got a job. I'm back at a real estate agency. Oh, yeah. So I thought I'd take a minute today and get the new year started with a plant tour. So we're going to do our January 2021 plant tour, and we're going to kick it off right now. Let me get you turned around. All right, you guys, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and start over on this side of the room. That is my grow tent. Kitty toys on the floor. You guys are going to be getting an update on that one soon. Not yet, but soon. And then we'll come over here. This is kind of my propagation stuff that I'm growing out. A couple of things are bigger, and then down bottom we have my orchids, but let's go ahead and start up here. So here we have my Jose Bueno. I had chopped it up to where this and this were the only leaves left. Now we've got a whole new piece growing up top. It's looking lovely. We'll come down over here. This is my melanochrysum cutting that I got from Andrew. It is looking good. If you can see the roots. And it's got a new growth point right there. Over here we have my Florida Ghost that I traded with Winter, a friend of mine. It's got 2 new leaves coming and the roots are doing well there. Back here we have my baby Alocasia Dragon Scale. Let's see if I can straighten you guys up. There we go. And right in front of it, we have a variegated burl marks cutting. This leaf looks like it might actually end up with a little bit of variegation, but we'll watch and see. Up here, oh, I have to put this in water. It's Peru nodes. This, oh yes, that is my Anthurium rotunda stigmatum, the first rotunda stigmatum that I had gotten. And yeah, it died back to nothing, so we've got it in a spag bag underneath the light here. Gonna see what happens with it. Right behind it here, we have my Philodendron giganteum, looking lovely. It just pushed out a new leaf. Right next to it over here, we have my phone trying to do whatever it wants to. The Syngonium albo. It's got a little bit of variegation on it, but I've got it in here trying to get it to root and grow something. Nothing yet, but we'll see. Right in front of it, we have my Philodendron Brantianum cutting that I got from Andrew. Next to it, we have a spider plant that my kitties had tried to make lunch, so now I've got it up here on the shelf trying to revive it some. Right next to it, we have my Philodendron Glorious cutting that I got from a girlfriend of mine as well. This one is growing lovely. Here we have a purple passion plant. I can't remember. Petey picked it. I'm not a huge fan. He likes it, so it's here. And then this is a splendid cutting that I had gotten in a trade. And can we see? Yep. It's starting to do some stuff. So we're just going to pop her right back down there in the water and let her keep on. Down below here, we've got a few orchids. Right in front, we have my black velvet alocasia. Here's the only begonia that I own, and then right next to it we have my Alocasia variegata that my kitties have decided to knock over when it was on the floor. So now it's no longer living on the floor, it's there. I'm just waiting to see if it is going to do something. All right, and now we'll come on over here and we'll do our best to get you in the window shots. This here, I'll probably have to come back and do this part later. All right, so we're gonna come on right here. Here is my Alocasia Regal Shield, looking lovely, doing well. Oh, that's not supposed to be on top of the plant. Then right next to it, we have my Philodendron Ploumanii, looking lovely, getting so big. And then her new leaf right here. We'll come on down over here. This is my Philodendron pedatum. It's getting big, looking lovely, growing up the pole. It's one of my favorite plants. I really, really like this funky shaped leaf. Right next to it, we have my Thai constellation, looking lovely, doing well. And if we can sneak right back down here, oh yeah, I chopped the top off and I'm getting a new growth point, and it's gonna be super, super variegated. So I'm excited. And she has one leaf hiding over there, this big mama leaf here, and then another leaf there. And in the back, we have my homemade fountain that is off right now. All right, so we'll go up to this shelf here. Over in the corner there, we have my Epipremnum pinnatum doing lovely. Right next to it, we have my Monstera Peru that I got from Andrew as a cutting. It's starting to do well. It did have a really long runner, but I cut it. That's the nodes that I showed you over there. Right here, we have my Philodendron tripartitum, looking lovely, getting big. Next to it, we have my Rhaphidophora decursiva. I cut this one too, and if you can see, it's starting to push something new right there. So happy with that. Here's my Philodendron mayoi. It was getting too much light. I have since pulled it away and cut it, and it's starting to put out new leaves. Here we have one of the first Philodendron gloriosum cuttings I made. Next to it, we have my Cebu Blue that I got from Sarah from Peanuts Plants, and I've had it in water forever. I should pot it up, but I haven't yet. Right next to it, we have my Philodendron squamiferum. This is the newest addition to my clan. And if you notice, ooh, look at them fuzzy petioles. All right, we will go up here. We have my neon pothos. My lemon lime philodendron is that one. Right in front of, next to it, we have my Philodendron ploumanii, Postazanum, which is pushing a new leaf right now. Next to it, we have my Philodendron radiatum, Synapsis exotica, Philodendron sotoroi AFF, which is the crawler. It's such a pretty plant. I can't wait until it gets bigger. Next to it, we have another Syndapsis pictus. Here we have a Philodendron lemon lime. I can't remember what that one is. Right next to it, we have my Philodendron gloriosum. That was one of the leaves it had previous. This is the newest leaf it recently pushed. It's getting huge. And in the back there, we have my neon pothos. Right here, we have a Philodendron Brazil. In front of it right here is my Diuna Jewel, I think is how you pronounce it. It's doing okay. It hasn't done anything, but we're waiting. Right behind it, we have a Mandula pothos. This is a dogtail cactus that I got from Sarah as well. Right next to it, we have my painted lady that I have chopped a few times, but she's starting to grow again. As you can see, that new leaf up at the top. Next to it, we have an Aglaonema. My string of turtles right here. I'm not quite sure, but that's one of those little people plants. Here's an anthurium that Petey picked out. I'm not quite sure what it is. It's doing well. Behind it, right over there, we have an Adansonii cutting. And then another one of the gloriosums. Those leaves look a little rough because they were the leaves that that I had on the old plant before I chopped her, and she's getting a new one right now, but it looks like it's gonna have a little damage to it. Next to it, we have a golden pothos. And then up here, we just have a basic bish anthurium. All right, so let's go back over this way. Just kind of scan around because I'm gonna save the best for last. All right, we did this. Let's head on down over here. Here we have my bird of paradise. It's looking lovely. It's getting a new growth point as we speak. This is an alocasia I had neglected for a while. It's starting to look okay again. Right here we have my Philodendron Bernardiposii that just recently put out that new leaf there. And behind it, we have my Monstera adansonii. It's looking good. It was looking really rough. I actually recovered it from my friend's house, but it's starting to put out really pretty leaves now, so it's doing much better. Down here we have my Dieffenbachia reflector that my kitties just knocked over this morning and broke off 2 leaves, so that's fun. And here we have my Aglaonema Silver Bay. It was a cutting that I got from my old boss about 2 years ago, and it's doing really good now. Alocasia odora variegata, looking lovely. The leaves are starting to get pretty good size at this point. Here is a poor little syngonium that my kitties keep thinking is a snack, so I've had to pull it up on the table to keep it away from them so it can continue to grow. But this is what one of the healthy leaves look like. It's just a super, super cool plant. And then this is just kind of a mishmash of things that I threw in this terrarium tank to see how it does. And so far, so good, but we'll keep watching. Right next to it, we have my Anthurium Sarai. This is the most recent leaf it got. It's so pretty. And I know y'all remember that Pilea peperomoides is still there doing its thing. And back here, we have my Birkin that had been attacked by thrips, but I've gotten that finally taken care of, and it's starting to push out bigger and whiter leaves, so I'm happy about that. All right, we'll come right back here. This is my Anthurium Faustino's Giant. This plant gets enormous. So I'm just waiting on that. Right in front of it, we have my Alocasia Maharani. This is the most recent leaf she pushed out, looking so lovely. Alrighty, and here we have just my basic ass Dieffenbachia, looking good, getting big. Behind her, we have my Big Mama Monstera, and why she's folded her leaf like this, I don't know. I just recently put her in a new place, and that's what she did, but she's got a leaf right there, right there. She's, she's a big girl. All right, and then let's go down here again. Let's get you over here. Back there, kind of hiding, is my money tree. She's getting pretty big too. Right here on the floor, we have my Anthurium superbum, looking lovely. And then here we have my Alocasia Polly. This is the most recent, this is the most recent leaf she pushed out, so pretty. And then back here, kind of hidden, well, part of her's hidden, this is my Mexicanum. And then she's got leaves tucked in all over back here. So she's kind of everywhere, but I love that plant. All right, moving on to the table, we have my Anthurium clarinervium that is putting out a new leaf while pushing a flower. Here we have my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. Right in front of it, we have my Anthurium pedata radiatum. I'm not doing something right with this plant, but I'll figure it out. Right next to it, we have my Philodendron 69686 that I got in a trade with Poison Ivy Plant Me. Such a pretty plant, I just love it. Behind it, we have my Alocasia Fryedeck, looking lovely. And then right here, we have my Philodendron verrucosum. It was too close to the light, and as you can see, the leaves got bleached, but this is the most recent leaf it pushed out, and it's just looking good. All right, and right behind it, we have a Philodendron Florida, and then we have my Jerry Horns. Here is one, looking good, and then here is the top cutting I had taken, and it pushed out a funky looking leaf, but it's got another new growth point right there. And then here we have my Philodendron crassonervium. Here we have my Anthurium regal. And then right in front of it, we have my Anthurium clarinervium. Now we're going to mosey on over to the new Millsbow cabinet and show you what's inside her. We'll start down here first. We have my Anthurium veitchii there, looking really good. That's the newest leaf, obviously, and it's, we're getting substantial at this point. Right next to it, we have my Longulobotum, which is pushing a new leaf, and I struggled with this for a little while, but I think I might have it down now, so we'll see. Here we have one of my Magnificum cuttings. Here's another one of the Magnificum cuttings, and it had started to lose this leaf, but it's looking all right. And then here we have what was supposed to have been a Forgetii. When I bought it, the leaves looked like a Forgetii. I was told it was a Forgetii, but now it's pushing leaves with a sinus. However, this one doesn't have as much of a sinus as the others. So, I don't know. But here's one of the original leaves. Here's one of the original leaves. So, I don't know. Right behind it, we have my Anthurium waterburyanum. Oh, let me adjust you guys. We have my Anthurium waterburyanum that presented some funkiness over the last couple leaves. We're just watching it to see what happens. Here we have my Anthurium velaneorum, looking nice. And back here we have my Forgetii. They weren't getting enough humidity, so now they're in this tank and I'm hoping it's going to be better. My Anthurium metallicum. An Anthurium crystallinum I got in a trade with Leona from our Lioness Tropicals. Back here we have my Angamarcanum. Here's my newest Warquianum. I just got it. I just got it yesterday. I had originally gotten one from Equigenera and it died, but then I got this one. So back here we have my replacement Rotunda stigmatum, hoping that it will make up for the one over there that's dying. Here we have a Magnificum chunk that I started from nothing. It's growing in just moss. It's doing lovely. Back here we have my crystallinum that I got in a trade with Poison Ivy Plant Me, and if you can see right back there, it's got a new growth point coming. Here is a crystallinum baby that I am growing from nothing. It was just a chunk. That's its newest leaf. It's doing well, and I have it just in moss as well. Back here we have my Philodendron El Chaco Red I just got from Equigenera a couple weeks ago, and it's in moss. It had root rot really bad when I got it, but we're going to salvage her. We're going to put her in this moss, and she's going to be all right. And then this is my baby Emerald Dense Cutting I got in a trade with Miss Winter, and it is doing lovely. It's got a new growth point, if you can see, right there. And that, you guys, is everything. We're going to close her little tank back up. All right, you guys, I had to wait till nighttime to come over here and get you some footage of these. But this is my Anthurium bakeri. It was doing bad, but has recently started doing that. Right behind it here, we have one of my golden pothos looking so lush and lovely. Up here, we have my vanilla planifolia. Over here, variegated lipstick plant that looks like it might need a little bit of water, but still looking okay. Here we have my Pothos Enjoy that's looking lovely. And my beautiful string of hearts right there. Now down here on the table we have my Golden Dragon that I got in a trade with one of my friends. But that's super pretty. Here's another one I got in a trade with the same young lady, the Golden Dragon. Did I call this the Golden Dragon? This is Glad Hands. Philodendron Glad Hands. And then this is Golden Dragon, and this is its newest leaf. And if you see, it's got a little bit of variegation right there, so I'm excited to see what it's going to look like when it hardens off. And then last but not least, right here, we've got my variegated burrow marks. So that is it for the tour, you guys. And I'll give you an overall scan of the room, okay? All right, you guys, thanks so much for joining me. I'm glad you came to take a look. Is there anything that you really liked in my collection? If so, let me know down in the comments. And just so anybody knows, I'm always down for a good trade. If you like this content, make sure you go down below and give us a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and mark your notification bell for all so you can get notified anytime I upload. As I always say here on my channel, thanks for coming to hang out. Y'all come back and bring your friends. If you don't want to bring your friends, that's cool because you guys are the reason I'm here and I'm doing this. I love you, and I'll see you in my next one. Peace out. Peace out. All right. Just pause. No. Just wait. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for coming to watch. If you like this content, make sure you go down below. Hit that thumbs up.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Make sure you don't go. As I always say here on my channel, thanks for coming to hang out. Y'all come back and bring your friends. If you don't want to bring your friends, that's cool because you guys